Okay guys, so first of all, my first maiden voyage ride since the crash has happened. Angelo and I went out and we're doing a little rip. I told him, I said, dude, my first ride has to be going to the crash site where it all happened. I needed to relive it quick, bring you guys along for the ride, but also just for whatever reason, I said that's the first ride I have to do. So we came over here, took some back roads, took a safe ride over, and we pulled off up there. As you can see, our bikes are up there. He brought the Harley and I actually rode the CB750, the stock version of my Club Sport. And we are immersed into the turn and area where everything took place. So pass the phone to Angelo and we're gonna guys a play-by-play of exactly what happened. But in the meantime, let's roll the intro and get right into this video. All right, everyone, so this is gonna be really hard to kind of like bring you along for exactly what happened on like the perspective of me riding. I should have worn my GoPro, but I didn't. We're gonna walk you through the best we possibly can. So way up there, past the transformers and on that telephone pole, it's a yellow flashing light with 15 mile per hour ahead, sharp right turn sign. And at that point, I had looked left and I was looking left this way, which was all like farmland, beautiful scenery. The leaves started changing color. It was nice, a great spot for me to pull off. Obviously, I didn't end up pulling off. And as I was looking left, I was carrying momentum. And see that second shorter sign right to the left there? See where I'm pointing? Like right where the red car is about to pass. That's when I started like bringing my attention back to the street. And as I brought my attention back to the street, right where like the 750 is sitting right there was a bicyclist. He was riding his bike and going pretty fast, and I was just infatuated with, like, I don't know, it was weird. So then as I brought my attention back to the road right around that sign on the left there, I started paying attention to the bicycle rider, and that further took my attention off of the road. And by the time I got to where Angelo's Harley was, it's dark in here. It's very shaded. Here, show like, it's hard to see. Obviously the camera's gonna make it way brighter, but it's very dark in here. Like if you're where that white truck is coming this way, it's very shaded under here. So you're going from dead sun to a lot of shade. So it almost like really made this right turn deceivingly hard. Invisible. Yeah, very, very hard to see. And so as I'm coming forward, and obviously I missed seeing the original warning sign because I was paying attention to the left side of the road and landscape, whatever. As I brought my attention back forward, the bicyclist took over my attention again. And by the time I got to where Angelo's Harley is, right about there, I started realizing, holy crap, there's a really sharp right turn. And it's hard to tell. It's not very, it doesn't look too sharp on camera.
We'll go on the other side.
We'll go on the other side to show you.
And right where that mailbox is.
As I got to where the Harley was, started slowing down, and I was maybe going like 40 miles per hour, like right there. That's not a lot of time to slow down.
Still limping, huh?
A little bit. So
still riding though.
We're gonna bring you to the actual side of the road here, but as you can see, right about where the speed limit sign is, zoom in on the speed limit sign on the right there, that's where I started bringing my attention forward. And then that's when I brought my attention back on the road. And as I brought my attention back on the road, obviously I was distracted by the guy on the bicycle. As I got to Angelo's Harley, right here, I started slowing down as hard as I possibly could because I realized it was a really sharp right turn. So now, as you guys can see, kind of see the trajectory of this turn from this angle.
It's coming in, it's invisible.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a lot of traffic here too.
And so walk with us now.
Looks like some other people have misjudged the speed as well.
As I'm right here, slowing down really hard. And at the point of, fast forward, at the point of right here, about where this gutter is, I was maybe going 20 miles per hour and I started to drift, fast forward again. And so as I got to about right here, I started crossing the double yellow lines. Now, I want to pause here for a second because there was a few options going through my mind. There was one option, let off the brakes and go straight, but I saw a fence and a bunch of trees. So that's not an option. Then it was like, all right, let's continue this turn. So as I started crossing the double yellow about right here, I started drifting over the white line. And as I started to approach the white line and drift over the white line, I took into account all of my like dirt bike riding skills and everything I've always done on two wheels. And I just like stood on the bike as I was leaning and I just turned the bike, leaned it down as much as I possibly could. And then fast forward, about right here is where my front tire crossed the white line, and at that moment I knew he fucked up. No, but at that moment I realized I'm not gonna clear this wall, and so I kept slowing down as much as I possibly could. And at about right here, I'm leaning, and I just put the bike down and kind of let it go into the wall here at about maybe 10 miles per hour. And as I put the bike down, the whole theory, all this is transpiring in my head in like split seconds. As I put the bike down, I put the weight of my body off of the right of the bike. So the impact of hitting the wall, which was inevitable, like I was gonna hit the wall, I didn't want my body in line with the force, so I wouldn't get the full impact of force behind me through the line of like the bike. So I put my body way off to the right. I went down here, tumbled once, tumbled twice, and then stood up, made sure no traffic was coming. As you can see, it's a very high traffic area. I was very lucky. Thank God not a lot of people were coming. There was actually no one coming, and I had enough time to stand up, stop 2 cars coming from the back there. And basically this is how it all transpired. It's not a crazy thing, but one of the main things that I learned from it was confidence is a fantastic trait to have on a motorcycle, but confidence with lack of attention is a dangerous mixture. And that's a little bit of what happened. I was too focused on the wrong things, and the result of that was the bike crashing into the corner of this wall, me hurting my ankle, and a bunch of damage to the bike. But that's all replaceable. But one concept I really want you guys to understand is you can't ride a motorcycle scared. You gotta ride with confidence, but you can't let that confidence get you cocky. And I'm not saying I was cocky. I wasn't doing anything reckless. It was just my attention was elsewhere and not on the right thing, obviously. So as a result of that, went down, damaged the bike, damaged my ankle. But thankfully, I was wearing my PANDO MOTO gear, kept me scratch-free, bruise-free, and I will never not ride without gear ever in my life. So
I got mine on too.
Yeah. Angel's got his PANDO gear on. And guys, if you're interested, please consider gearing up. It's very important. And I partnered up with PANDO MOTO to offer you guys 20% off your entire order. Anything you get on PANDO MOTO sites, just check out the link in my description. Use code milezero20 for 20% off. But outside of that, guys, I wanted to walk you through exactly what happened. Yeah, the bike.
There was the biker ripping.
Exactly how it happened. Bicyclist coming through, and I was like, holy crap, the guy's ripping.
I didn't get him on video.
And so I was paying attention to the guy coming, which too late, too little, too late. And as you guys can see, this is a hugely.
How did he fit through there with a car?
It's a really tight turn. It's really deceiving, and I will say, guys, please pay attention. Don't get too confident, but be confident to ride and get away and avoid situations. However, don't get too comfortable.
Confident enough that you won't hesitate.
Yeah, exactly. So
get confident. The hesitation doesn't cloud your mind when you have to crash.
Exactly. So I was able to do the best I possibly could to avoid anything worse from happening. I mean, I could have just splattered into the wall and like broken a rib or something of that effect, or gone into this fence line and completely just what?
You bent the sign.
I did bend the sign, but yeah, guys, I don't know. I just figured it'd be really important to relive this, learn about what happened, take that and make myself a better rider. Hopefully me giving you guys a walkthrough of exactly what happened, you'll learn something too, and ultimately make you a better rider as well. So comment below, ask me any questions. Jesus. That's what I'm talking about. That guy was just ripping.
He wasn't
not
paying attention to anything.
So it's crazy. I don't know what to tell you guys. It happened. The bike will be rebuilt better than ever. And I'm really, really thankful that nothing worse happened. Really, really thankful for that. At the same time, I'm really kind of thankful it did happen for me to get my confidence in check, and also
God bless America.
Do it. Yeah. God bless America. So I'll continue riding as we are here. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I don't know. I've never done this before, so bear with me a little bit. So if you're interested in following along with the process of rebuilding the Club Sport back better than ever, no, we're all good. I crashed the other day, so I'm reliving the...
I thought you were running for election or something.
Oh, thank you. I
that
take
too.
That as a compliment.
God bless America.
Yes. Did you hear?
She was clapping, saying yes.
What's up? No, but we're brothers.
Thanks, brother.
All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Bear with me. I've never done anything like this. I hope I never have to do it again, and I hope none of you ever have to experience this. So hopefully you learned something through my mistakes, and it's very important. I really hope there's a lesson buried in there that you guys take away. And with that, we're going to wrap up this episode. Also, consider subscribing, not only to help the channel grow, but to make sure you don't miss any news and updates regarding the rebuild of the Club Sport. We're going to be bringing it back. Just because it crashed doesn't mean it's going to be out of commission. It's going to be a new life for that bike, and I cannot wait to bring you guys along for the process. So turn those notification bells on, and I'll catch you in the next episode.